I was fortunate enough to be one of the faculty members who was on the hiring committee when Mark interviewed, and I really liked Mark from the beginning. I just felt like he was saying the right things. I really liked his calm presence, and I just remember thinking, this is sort of the person that I want to represent this school where I work.
I think my first summer here we did Perny. And at that same time, we were breaking ground on Geipel. So Geipel was probably second.
Geipel had been on the radar for 20 years or more, some replacement for Geipel. And Mark's attitude was just incredibly refreshing. It was not, well, it's too much money, or no, we can't raise the money, or no, we have other needs, or it was just always, well, let's figure out a way to do it.
You know, he would ask, why not? Why can't we do things? And, you know, I think part of that has also made Sanford what it is today.
It's changed my life, but it's also changed the life of my family and the life of countless students, teachers, and staff.
Quigley, 2 phases of renovations. Dining hall, obviously the sports center, of course renovated all of Heb, math science. The quad, I mean, there are a lot of outside projects that we've done, but yeah, there were a lot. I think in Mark's 14 years, there's a lot that we should be proud of.
When you look back at the results of Mark's tenure, it's really impressive. Our annual enrollment has actually increased about 100 students per year. Our financial aid has more than doubled to provide access for students. In addition to that, our annual fund has actually increased 50% during that time, and our endowment has also increased 60% during Mark's tenure here at Sanford.
I think if you had told us back in 2011, if you had given us a crystal ball and we could see where Sanford is now, I think we would be pleasantly surprised to see all the incredible things that Mark has accomplished during his tenure here.
For me, what illustrates Mark's leadership style, it's not really a specific decision, but his presence in car line every morning to me demonstrates the type of leader he is, where he's very comfortable being down in the kind of in the trenches among faculty and staff, getting kids out of school and being very hands-on.
A huge strength of Mark's is how people-centered he is. And I think the relationships that he builds with people just by being visible in the classrooms, on the sports fields, at every single event that is happening, he is there.
Something I really respect about Mark is how well he listens. I often leave my meetings with him feeling heard, valued, and just really capable and ready to tackle whatever situation comes my way. And I know I'm not alone in that sentiment. A lot of my colleagues feel that way. He just has a way of making you feel like your voice truly matters. To me, that is such a trademark of a strong leader.
One of the things that I admire most about Mark is that he has a strong moral compass, and he really centers people in his decision making. And sometimes putting people first has made Mark's job much more difficult. But he chooses to do the thing that is right, and I really admire that.
One of the reasons why I really love my job is because of the pride that I get when a project is done. And a lot of that comes down to Mark letting us do it the right way. Not cutting corners, not putting Band-Aids on things, just knowing that what he wants and how he wants it done and letting us do it.
The true test of leadership, in my opinion, is not how you handle the good times, but how you handle adversity. And Mark and I worked very closely together during the COVID pandemic. And it was a really challenging time for all of us, as we all know. But Mark's leadership, his character, his integrity, and really the partnership that Mark and I built was a very special time for both of us.
Mark's steady hand, that important relationship between a board president, a board, and a head really was put to the test and showed the work that Mark had done to build a strong board, to build strong leadership, volunteer leadership during his early tenure really paid off.
He's been such a great mentor, and I can speak to that personally, but I think anyone who's worked for him would probably share the same sentiment. He's a very selfless leader. He doesn't hoard information. He doesn't hoard his knowledge. He wants people to change and to grow and to move in the directions of their career that they want to, and he wants to help them get there. And I don't think every leader does that. And I think that that's been a huge part of why I am literally sitting here today, is because of his mentorship and what I've learned from him.
There's other people can speak better about Mark's headship as, board members or faculty or staff. For me, it's been watching him as a family man, as a father and as a husband. And it's an amazing family, and we're going to miss them. And just watching them grow up here has been just such a great privilege.
Mark, it has been a pleasure working with you, and I am forever grateful for you giving me the opportunity to experience life at Sanford, which is unlike any place I've ever been. I wish you nothing but success as you and your family start the next chapter in your lives. May you have as much success at Wheeler as you have had here. You will truly be missed.
Thank you, Mark, for everything you've done for Sanford, and particularly for everything you've done for my family and my kids.
Mark, thank you for the impact that you've had on Sanford. Wheeler is very lucky to have you, and I'm lucky to call you a friend for life.
Mark, thank you for everything that you have done for me professionally, for my family, and for Sanford School. This is a really special place, and I know you know that, and we will take very good care of it. Good luck at Wheeler. We will certainly miss you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
I want to say personally, thank you, Mark, for the incredible work that you did at Sanford, and it was an absolute pleasure to work with you. I will personally miss you and Nicole and your family. I think you've been wonderful for our school. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.